Taurus, your weekly. Let's see what we've got, shall we? Wild card for Taurus, Spirit please. Right. And like as usual, you can stay and watch just in case anything comes out from Spirit, but or you can fast forward the shuffle because it takes a while to lay the cards out. So what do we need to know for Taurus today, Spirit players? For the week commencing today. Sorry. Taurus weekly. Taurus. So, I'm getting a cartoon that my son used to watch years ago. Hey Arnold. So you either know an Arnold or the program has some significance for you. Either way, I'm getting severe head pain over the right eye. This can be an injury. I don't think so though. It is like somebody complained of suffering from migraines or tension headaches, either before the passing or they are now. If so, it needs checking out. I've also got someone who probably had chemo and very, very itchy skin irritation, feeling hot and agitated. If it is cancer, I believe it's something to do with the kidneys or around the back somewhere. Damn it, I've just taken your bloody card out and I put it back. That's because I won't concentrate on what I was doing because they're wittering a mural. Sorry about that. Okay. So Taurus, it's time for you to end a chapter. Travel to the object of your desire, be they persons, things or events. You are rebelling against the norm. You are finding it hard to speak your mind, and there may be material problems. There could be a lack of passion, and there could be someone who is ignoring that and chasing you, possibly a fire sign. There is also Capricorn, Aquarius and Scorpio mentioned. Could be anywhere in your chart, or could be somebody else. The Capricorn energy is toxic. Don't sign anything. Don't agree to anything. You may be manipulated. Issues with the knees and bones, feet and so ankles and legs, sorry. So the lower part below the knee is an issue. Also reproductive organs. Those born on the 15th, the 17th and the 13th, living or past, date for your diary and address, all negative energy. There is someone who is very passionate, but they are lacking commitment. So a one-night stand is about all you're going to get out of these people. They come and go just like they feel like it, and there's no commitment here. There is no possibility of a new beginning. So someone is afraid of opening a Pandora's box so that they can be free, but until they do, there's no hope and no healing. Somebody is in denial about something that needs to end so that a transformation can take place. There is an issue with shared resources, definitely. So the passion has gone on somebody's side. That somebody else is refusing to take that as a no. Groups and the wider societies are negative. So too many people getting involved in your business. Something has to come to an end. I'm afraid you have to end this chapter and begin a new one. String of pearls and the number 72 is connected to spirit and all the fixed signs, especially Aquarius and Scorpio, but notwithstanding the fire sign Leo, because we've got Leo as well. So Taurus, you, Leo, Scorpio and Aquarius. Someone is coming out of an unhealthy situation. It could be health matters or relationships. Secrets are being revealed about lies, deceit and theft. You have to be very careful what goes in your mouth, as in diet and medication, and what comes out your mouth, as in words written or spoken. Patience will be needed. The number 11 is important to someone, but those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. The letters B and J are connected to spirit. Speak your truth and shame the devil. Somebody will keep trying to get away with what they've been getting away with and juggling people and situations and finances until they get caught. You have to be patient. Don't sit on the fence any longer. Stop trying to do everything alone. Ask for help. Somebody is not walking away, possibly because of the children. And again, we've got it doubled up. So they've gone full circle. This is a toxic situation where you must not sign anything, must not agree to anything, don't be manipulated, don't say yes when you mean no. Capricorn energy rules the knees and bones and the external public life. So keeping up with the Joneses, worried about what other people will think, it will not serve you well. There is conflict and competition, bickering constantly. And there is a negative change for the worse. A run of bad luck, I'm afraid. Those born on the 10th, the 15th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Your happiness lies the 2nd and the 29th. The tarot reader, the psychic, the medium, could be me because that's my card. So the carnival people, the travellers. Going with your intuition. Listening to spirit. 7 weeks is mentioned. You have to feel the fear and do it anyway. Take that risk or there will be no new beginnings. There is no passion in this situation. There is somebody who's quite willing to have a one-night stand. It came up in the Capricorn and you have got Capricorn here. So but there's no commitment there. There is also an enemy overcome. You have a choice to make between two equal people, or two things of equal value to you. You are at a crossroads, a personal life crossroads, and you have to make this decision. There is no going back to the old way of doing things, so you either have to draw a line in the sand and be honest about everything and begin again, or charter a new course. The child that you're staying for may be a water sign. The otter is your animal totem, as is the hawk and the fox. There is lack of balance here, possible addictions. It could be anything from drugs, alcohol, chocolate, shopping, gambling. But these addictions have to be overcome. A lesson needs to be learnt here. You may be addicted to a way of life, but it is not, there's no balance there. This is a testing time where it's to test your patience and your stamina. You need to overcome this. This is a karmic situation where there are secrets and hidden enemies. Those born on the 12th, Pisces energy, living or past, date for your diary and address. Massively important in a negative way. You need to put your boundaries in place and see things differently. There is a split. A union is over. It was not a committed relationship, I don't think. So it looks like somebody has been keeping secrets about a relationship, and because it was not for them a serious one. Those born on the 14th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. The 12 is negative. The 6 or the 24 is positive. Yeah. So this is definitely a choice for you. And what Spirit is saying is there is no wrong choice, but you do have to decide and then commit to it. Don't go back and to and fro between the two. You have to make a decision about what you want and stick to it. Otherwise, you will get nowhere and just cause chaos. So, the number 23, massively important. The Dragon's Jewel. Dragons are those born 1988 plus or minus 12 February to February. It takes place at the proverbial fork in the road. Full circle, Spirit, thank you. It is both ally and challenger at once, and it represents the tensions of opposites. Even though the truth is that we live in unity, we experience duality of faith and doubt, love and fear, right and wrong, black and white. This aspect of your current experience asks you to accept that although you may be going one way, another may be calling to you to change direction. Now is the time to inquire whether it is your ego or your soul leading you. There are always choices in life, and decision making also solves inner conflict. So once you decide and stick to it, there will be no more inner conflict. If you're torn between two dragons, the one that you choose to feed will be the one that wins. So which is it going to be? If it's not the one that serves your highest good, deliberately feed the other and the jewel will be won in your favour. So, again, toss that coin. And before it lands, you know what your answer is, because you'll be hoping and praying that it lands a certain way. Then stick to that choice and don't deviate no matter what anybody says or tells you or tries to make you feel. You make that decision and you stick to it. The Grand Cross. You will be provoked. Every time you make up your mind to do this, whatever it is that you want to do, they will find some way of emotionally blackmailing you into thinking that you're doing wrong or that it shouldn't happen or you don't deserve it. In some way, they will put as many obstacles in your way as they can, because if it's too easy, it's not worth having. So you decide, because it's your life and your choices are, and the consequences of those make your destiny. But you are being provoked. Life has to be either a daring adventure or nothing at all. This is an area of tension in your chart and a catalyst for movement and change. Tensions, restrictions and opposition. They will put everything they can in your path. This is a crisis time, yet through this calamity will be a painful process of growth. So that's the start. The chaos has to be let out. Then renewal, and eventually a greater foundation for happiness and success. Strangely, it's almost as if the planetary energies are in competition with each other. This may be rather exasperating time where you feel provoked and frustrated over booby traps that seem to have been set in your way. It's as if everything is working at cross purposes and you feel pulled in many directions. Such false leads and failed plans may leave you unable to produce concrete achievement. An area to look at when the Grand Cross comes up is how you communicate. Are you communicating? No. Are you communicating as well as you should? No. Are you abandoning a worthy project the minute it loses its shine in an effort to capture a larger, glossier prize? Possibly, or someone is, because there's no commitment. But more simply, in your effort to accomplish more, you are juggling balls in the air. Do you notice as you juggle, if you were struck in the same spot, that not much has been achieved? When this card represents itself in a reading, it suggests there are multiple talents you are able to access, as well as numerous paths you can take. Focus and organisation are the key. Until this matter phases out, expect resistance, since opposition is the main energy field of the Grand Cross. Once you are on the right path, the momentum towards the attainment of what you desire will be impossible to stop. It mainly has to do with the shifting energies and shifting gear. In regards to relationships or love, they will have a fated quality. You will not want to let go of a person no matter how hard it gets. There will be sacrifices and compromises with this relationship, and it will be one where you may want to bump your head against many walls that seem to fly out of nowhere. You are being challenged, and if you do not weather it out and see what the future brings, you will regret this for the rest of your life. If the question is about business or career, know that it will happen, but it will be hard. You have to be willing to walk the miles. Diligence will be required. What is positive about this Grand Cross is you're becoming more realistic and more focused. You won't be attracted so much by glitz and glitter, but you look more towards stability and long-lasting success. A good thing to remember is that it's best not to fight the hard lessons at this time. In fact, this is a period where you need to take stock of all that's brought you to this place. It is time to draw upon your own strength. In doing so, you will move from uncertainty into a place of peace and contentment. So, yes, you're banging your head against a brick wall, but don't give up before the miracle happens. Thanks for listening.